different is good. Like I stand by that too. I was different growing up. I identify with that, and I identify with parents that support you when you are that different. And if I didn't have my parents' support, I wouldn't be here today, being able to be a pro skater. But you can see that Odin thrives from it. You know, I met him, like I can tell that he's right there with them. You know, on the surface, from the outsider's perspective, you don't understand how in tune he really is with everyone. I'm Tony Hawk, pro skater.
So I'm Tim Frost. This is Odin Frost, my wife. This is Odin Frost. Odin is nonverbal autistic, and he had a lot of issues kind of growing up. They didn't expect him to walk. I remember like a long time ago, we had some friends who were skateboarding, and it was on the sidewalk, that choo-choo, 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 that sound. He started laughing at it the very first time he heard it, and just different kind of like rhythmic sounds. Like he was always on a rhythm, whatever, and he always caught rhythms, and that was like one of his superpowers, I felt like sometimes. So it was a huge deal for him, you know, getting to actually go to school and graduate and all that. We almost didn't go to graduation. I was way too afraid. I just thought about it for hours that night, and it's just like, man, this is a big deal. Like he almost didn't survive like so many times when he was young. This is a huge deal. It's a epic moment. That picture, the original one, was from like their first week at school. Jordan's dad came over to us like, hey man, like we need to do a remake. And so I posted it, you know, with the caption.
I found it just like anyone else, and I think it came at a time during a lot of friction, just this symbol of unity, but also the growth of these two was amazing. And I think it's what people needed at that time. The next thing I know, I heard that Odin was a fan of skating, but more skating rhythm. Odin realized that you could, well, obviously with the help of Tim too, that you could make a song to it, and I was intrigued by that.
I've had the idea of turning that sound into percussion and helping Odin write a song with it for years, and then we thought, oh, we could just take a video off YouTube and do that. And then I was like, how cool would it be if we actually had Tony's blessing and he like specifically did it for this.
Hey Odin, Jordan, what's up? It's Tony Hawk. This runs for you. I think I didn't understand the potential of it until I heard the song they created. I think the one thing that Odin has taught me is that there is a zen of skating in just the motion and the sound of it that maybe I never had tuned into. Skateboarding from a young age is the great equalizer and the great connector. No one's judging you for your skin color, for your background, for your economics. They're just like, hey, that guy's cool. Like, look at those tricks he does. I think just growing up, like I said, as someone who was misunderstood or more of an outcast, I definitely have empathy towards people who are going through things that I couldn't possibly understand. And I think that's the approach, is that you just don't know what someone's journey is. You can't make assumptions.
Sitting with people and just hearing their stories, being a person that is not judging, isn't trying to fix, but is just sitting with you in your pain or your joy or whatever you're experiencing, I think is the best way to be reminded of how we're all connected. Tim always says, we are the family that tries. We're not any more special than anyone else, and the impact that we make, anyone can make.
That was a big reason why I invited these guys to join us. And we got to hang out for a weekend and, you know, kind of pretend that life was normal. We learned from each other and hopefully inspired some positivity out there.